Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop, reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Wednesday, August 14th. Tonight, we report on a pickup fire at the Ephrata Walmart and how 2 more arson fires are being investigated in Ephrata. We also look at how 2 Moses Lake officers were commended for helping a woman and a possible new medical procedure people might like. In sports, we get a preview of upcoming Moses Lake Charity Golf Tournament. Our spotlight story tonight is about a young lady who is able to move a lot of beef. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight: a pickup truck caught fire and damaged the back of Walmart in Ephrata last night. The driver, a 24-year-old Ephrata man, was losing power to his 1986 Ford F-250 pickup while driving at Walmart. Ephrata Deputy Fire Chief Anthony Graff said the truck died and the driver pushed it out of traffic and toward the store wall. He didn't know it was on fire. The fire started in the engine compartment and spread toward the back of the pickup. It destroyed a small fiberglass boat in the bed of the truck. Firefighters quickly extinguished the fire, but the truck was a total loss and the fire left minor damage to the back wall of Walmart. There were no injuries. The cause of the fire was determined to be a mechanical problem with the pickup. The area around South Basin Street was hit with 2 more arson-related fires recently. They were within the same 2-block area near the 1200 block of Basin Street Southwest. The Ephrata Police and Fire Departments have been investigating a series of fires, primarily set in trash cans or dumpsters. A fire was set on Friday at about 3:49 a.m. in a dumpster on the 1400 block of Basin Street Southwest. Fire Chief Jeremy Burns said the fire was put out quickly. The second occurred in an alley behind a business on the 1200 block of Basin Street Southwest on Tuesday. Ephrata Police reported a Grant County Sheriff's deputy spotted the smoke around 4 a.m. Firefighters and police discovered a large pile of wood was set on fire. Burns said the city has seen more than 15 fires within the same area of Basin Street Southwest. The arsonist seems to stick to smaller targets, such as garbage cans, the chief said. There have been opportunities for the person to do more damage, but he hasn't. The times for the fires are from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Burns asks everyone, especially in the area between the 1,000 and 600 blocks of Basin Street Southwest, to call 911 if they see anything suspicious. 2 Moses Lake police officers were commended for helping an elderly woman find a place to stay. Officers Juan Rodriguez and Adam Monroe received the commendation last night. Rodriguez responded to a call on July 22nd from an elderly woman who was concerned about fumes in her apartment. When Rodriguez tried to find a place for the woman to stay, they couldn't find any friends or family for the woman, and no emergency shelter was available.
This act of kindness reflects very favorably on our organization. Your actions here have exceeded the normal expectation of a police officer's duties. This is an excellent example of putting others before oneself.
The chief stated the act of kindness reflects well on the organization, and it exceeded the expectations of a police officer's duties. Quincy police are still searching for 1 more man allegedly involved in a June shooting. Marcos Avalos Barrera is at large and was charged with 2 counts of assault in the 1st degree, riot, and 2 counts of harassment in Grant County Superior Court. The 23-year-old Quincy man is the only one still at large after officers arrested 26-year-old Humberto Davalos Loera and 27-year-old Luis Quintero. Police didn't state where the 2 men were arrested. Police are asking anyone with information about the location of Avalos Barrera to contact police at 509-787-4718 or email crimetips@quincypd.org. Quincy police reported the alleged incident started between gang members and the family of Ramiro Munoz Jr.'s brother. Munoz was shot and killed by members of the same gang which lived across the street. Quincy police recorded 17 shots were fired between two residences, and it ended with a man being shot in the leg. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DLC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day, or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with our latest from the iFIBER One Weather Center, sports, and more news.